It's time for a little comedy, a little content, and a lot of conversation. It's the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube. And now here's your host, Geno Jones.
Hey, it's showtime. What's happening, everybody? The Geno Jones Show. I'm coming to you live Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. in Chicago, 3:30 p.m. out in Los Angeles. Subscribe, share, like, and binge watch all my back episodes like so many of you did over the Christmas and New Year holidays. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Tell everybody, or as Nelly would say, everybody you know to subscribe to the Geno Jones Show YouTube channel. Subscribe, share, like, and binge watch all my episodes. My guest today, media star, sports media icon and legend, former ESPN Sports Center anchor, play-by-play announcer, ESPN, Fox Sports 1, BET, some of everybody, a star in television, sports media in the Connecticut area. My man Eric Clemens is coming on shortly, and we'll update you on the situation with Damar Hamlin. Please continue to pray for Damar, the young man, football player for the Buffalo Bills, who nearly lost his life on the football field Monday night, and it was live, shown to like tens of millions of people. So talk about that right now. So let me congratulate the cast, because I got a chance to see this movie on Monday. I had a daddy and daughter date with my daughter, daddy and daughter date with the baby girl, Allie Jones. She never got a chance to see Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. So we got to see it Monday. She enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. The end, even though I knew what was coming at the very end, it still gets you. And if you haven't seen it yet, then I don't want to spoil it for you. But a lot of people have seen it, so you know exactly what I'm talking about. A lot of folks complaining about, all these women and where the men just, y'all just take a deep breath. And if you haven't seen the movie, go see the movie. All right? Stop tripping. Chill with the, what we afraid of? What y'all afraid of? I mean, really, that's a different conversation for another day. But go see the movie. And I know it's not going to shut up everybody, because some of y'all still going to complain, but it'll at least shush up some of you. So congratulations to the cast and crew of Wakanda Forever. It is the highest grossing female-led, because that's the problem some of you brothers, guys, and I say brothers, I don't mean just black, I mean men in general, of all ethnicities have, because it was a female-led superhero movie. For the Marvel Universe. So it's made almost $432 million, like $431.5 million so far. So that's domestically here in the United States. So that's more than Captain Marvel. That was like a female superhero, a woman superhero. More than both Wonder Woman movies, because the first Wonder Woman wasn't bad, but that second Wonder Woman movie was, man. It left a stench, really did. So, but I digress. So, happy birthday, Tina Knowles Lawson. Mama Tina, Beyonce and Solange's mom, 69 today. She is she's a designer. So she was a choreographer. She did that. Then she designed like all the Destiny's Child's costumes way back in the day. She was a hairstylist. As a matter of fact, she had this really successful hair salon. She may have had more than one. That was in Houston. So she is the designer of the House of Darion. Darion is actually, that is her mother's maiden name, or her mother's last name. I don't know. It was married to maiden. And also Miss Tina by Tina Knowles line. So Miss Tina Lawson, Miss Tina Knowles. I say she still carries that Knowles, because that was really her other married name. I got to find out what it was. Maybe Darion is probably Tina, and Tina is short for something else. Anyway, Mama Tina, happy 69th birthday today. Actress Jill Marie Jones, she is, remember Tony, a lot of you all are a big fan of the TV show from the 90s, Girlfriend. Tony Tony, or Jill Marie Jones, is 48 today. NFL star running back Derrick Henry, number 22, double deuces for the Jacksonville Jaguars, Duval County. Derrick Henry is 29. R&B singer Coco Jones, a relatively new R&B singer. Got some nice music. We're playing it on my radio station, star997.com. Check me out. 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Monday through Friday, all right? So Coco Jones is 25. And happy heavenly birthday to Denise Matthews. Vanity, from Vanity 6. She would have been 64 today. So happy heavenly birthday. Let me give you the latest. Let us please, if you believe in the power of prayer. If you don't believe in prayer, if you just believe in positivity, send the prayers, send positive thoughts, but definitely, please, those who do believe, like I do, in the power of prayer, because it is real, pray for Brother Damar Hamlin. Safety for the Buffalo Bills. He was tragically, just a horrible freak accident. He went into cardiac arrest. Literally, his heart stopped. He stopped breathing, his heart stopped. They had to revive him. They had to restart his heart right there on the field. Eventually, they had to use defibrillators. Defibrillators, so you see like AED, it's like, it's in a box. So it's got like a little battery pack, and it's got like these, look like paddles. And they put it on your heart. If your heart is either not beating or is out of rhythm, to shock it, to restart it, or to shock it basically to restart it to get it back in rhythm. And on top of it, so they got him off the field, carried him to the hospital. He went into cardiac arrest again for a second time, according to one of his uncles who was on CNN. They had to resuscitate him. They had to revive him again at the hospital. So the latest that we hear has been good news. Apparently, I don't know exactly what the good news. They said they've improved. So that's the latest. So just keep this brother. But he's still in the intensive care unit in a Cincinnati hospital. He's still on a what they call intubator, or basically what he can't breathe for himself. So they had to like drill a hole, poke a hole like right here in your throat, and put a tube down there so you can breathe. The machine breathes for you, and it pumps air into your lungs. So I'm not a doctor. I don't even play one on TV. But let's continue to pray for Damar Hamlin. So I wanted to get this brother, just to get his take and perspective. And there's been so many conversations that have come out of this. So you heard me talk about him in the introduction. You've seen him on ESPN Sports Center. You've seen him on Fox Sports 1. You've seen him on BET. You've seen him doing play-by-play. You see him, legendary sports anchor in the Connecticut area for those who live in that part of the country. And you see him on camera right now. My brother by another mother, a brother who is family to me, Eric Clemens. What up, E? Happy New Year, brother. How you doing, man?
New Year, Geno. Happy New Year. Good to be here and seen for another year. Good to be with you for the first of what I'm sure will be at least a couple times over the months and days ahead.
As many times as I can have you, brother. You have a regular and a permanent home. You know that. I just feel guilty, man. Always, pulling you in, and you're so generous. I just feel guilty about it. I know you're going to say you shouldn't, but that's how I am, man. Come on, we've known each other for a minute.
Yeah, so, it goes without saying, but yeah, you were gonna say something else.
Well,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, I want you to finish your thought, but I want to kind of segue into what I want to share with the audience. So here's the interesting thought. Interesting conversation. You and I talked about it off camera. When we saw what happened Monday night, and it was really horrifying. And first of all, before I do that, let me just your initial thoughts in real time. You've had some time to kind of ponder. If there's like an opening statement, you just want to kind of give me in terms of, how did you feel when you first saw it? What was going through your head? Just kind of talk us through.
Absolutely, I was absolutely just kind of dumbfounded. I mean, these guys are such great physical condition. We look at them as these guys that go out to do battle for their particular cities and states every Sunday or Monday, or now it's Thursday, Saturday, so whatever they have them playing now. And I said when I saw the replay, I did not see it in real time. I said, oh, that's something different. That's not, he didn't twist his neck and go down like they do when they might have some temporary paralysis. He just fell like a tree. And I'm like, this tells me it's something with the heart. And I immediately went into, thoughts and prayers and well wishes for him. And I knew just by looking at the players, wasn't going to be no game. Talking about the game's delayed. And the second thing that came to my mind is how much our attitudes have changed over 50 years, because there was another time when a guy literally died on the field, and they just kind of pushed that under the rug if they knew it. And the Bears and the Detroit Lions back in 1971 finished their game before Chuck Hughes.
Let's and since you went there, and that's where I wanted to go. I wanted to get your initial thoughts, but I'm glad you led me right to where I was going. There have been so much talk about, we've never seen it before. Well, maybe if you were born after like maybe 1971, but even if you were a young kid, like we were, especially if you lived in Chicago or Detroit, and if you were a fan of football, because it was a regional game. This wasn't a national game, because back in the 70s, the Steelers, the Raiders, and like the Cowboys were the teams that you would see like on national TV. Those were the games that were national.
Right.
So the Bears were lousy then. They're lousy now, which is another conversation Eric and I are going to have, because we had a long talk about the Bears, and I wasn't a fan of the head coach. I digress. And the Lions weren't good either. So it was just a regional game. But I would distinctly remember number 85, this guy named Chuck Hughes for the Lions. In real time, I'm watching the game, and I see this guy collapse, just fall like flat on his face, like his body went limp, and he just fell face first. And then one of the legendary Chicago Bears, Dick Butkus, eventually you saw him basically like to the sidelines telling the doctor, hey, y'all, get out of here. There's something wrong with this dude.
That he had turned blue.
Yeah. And at that time, I didn't know that. I didn't hear that. But I do remember seeing the replays and how he just basically was running back to the huddle. He didn't get hit. He didn't make a tackle like Damar Hamlin. He was just running back to the huddle. The play, it was an incomplete pass that went to another player, but didn't even go to him. And while he's running back to the huddle, he collapses face first. And you see people running from there was a doctor. Now we realize who was like, I think in the stands, a cardiologist who came down
I mean,
the field.
it's amazing.
Because I remember for a long time, you just saw them on the field, and this dude wasn't moving. And you see people around him, and then they eventually, you saw they put him in an ambulance, and they took him off the field, and the game continued.
I mean, it was, when people say life was simpler then, maybe it was, maybe we were just simpler, but because the majority of people didn't think of the likelihood of a heart attack from a top 1% athlete on the football field, there was nothing in place to handle the potential of something happening like that on the field. So they're on the field beating on this guy's chest, and they're trying to revive him. And I'm kind of going, I don't know, it don't look good, but they kept that under the rug, and players didn't hang out back then. There was a brotherhood. They were all in the NFL, but the Bears and Lions, they weren't taking each other out to dinner. I mean, this was the rivalry in every sense of the word. You don't cheer for the other guy. You don't shake their hand before the game. You don't hug them after the game. That's only a recent phenomenon. I think it's a positive phenomenon.
Yeah, me too.
Because the players finally realize how important they are. Yeah. And that's the biggest lesson taken out of this. Why in the heck did it take them so long to go, no games? We got a dude maybe dying out there on the field. There's no way we're going to play a game. Yeah. So let's get rid of this immediately. This is postponed, canceled, whatever you want to call it. And let's all go into immediate prayer or wherever we need to go. Because can you imagine? I mean, you you at a picnic and somebody drops dead at the picnic. Is the picnic going on? You know, after they take the body away, all right, everybody, let's have a good time. No, it's just no. So I just don't understand why there was this disconnect. Like, the game is delayed for now, and as soon as we get them out, we're going to be ready to kick off again. And like, today's NFL, no. So I'm sure they're gonna get they're gonna get that part of it together, and have some guidelines to go by in case. We hope not. We hope we don't see it ever, but another 50 years or whatever.
Yeah.
But if it does,
yeah.
It ain't no time to be playing the game. I mean, everybody saw, and this doesn't look good. And thank goodness. I mean, I don't, they're not giving very much information, but I hear he is improving. Obviously, still critical, but at least stabilizing a little bit.
Yeah, that's
so
the last I heard.
We really.
They're still saying critical. They're not saying critical but stable yet. But the last report from the family member was that his condition, he's improving. I think that his breathing, he needed at the time, this was this morning, that he needed less oxygen, that he was able to, I guess, so he's beginning to be able to breathe on his own. So I'm not a doctor, but I'm just praying for the dude. And there's so many sidebars, and I know I don't have you for about a couple more minutes.
Right.
So I really want to, because you are a television personality, media personality, like I am. So you can give me like your headline version. You can come back. As a matter of fact, if you can make it Friday, because my coach that was going to be my guest today, he's got two sons. Wrestling and football practice. I think it's wrestling. Football season is over. They both are wrestling now, and he had to take them to practice. So he'll be my guest on Friday.
Right.
So I'm sure you heard about the controversy. So Skip Bayless at Fox Sports tweeted this really insensitive comment, basically saying, I'm paraphrasing. I can't believe that the NFL is considering canceling this game because the game is so important to the standings and where these teams are going to finish or how they're going to be seated in the playoffs. That was the gist of the tweet. And people was like, what? You worry about the playoffs and the standings, and this dude literally died and had to be revived. Died on the field on live television in front of tens of millions of people. Right. So I don't know if so yesterday on Tuesday, Shannon Sharp didn't come in. Skip did the show by himself and gave this not apology. So Shannon came back today, and then Shannon's like, listen, I wasn't on yesterday. I'm not going to go into a whole lot of basically, speculation. He said, Skip tweeted something that I didn't agree with, and I want him to take it back. And Skip interrupted him, just cut him off while he was doing his opening monologue and was like, I'm not going to take it down. I stand by what I tweeted. And basically, Shannon just said, listen, I didn't want the conversation on Tuesday morning to be about your tweet. I wanted it to be about this young man, and he mentioned that, so his brother, Shannon Sharp, Google Shannon Sharp. So if you think, Sterling, if you think Shannon he's a Hall of Famer, but he will tell you, I'm a Hall of Famer, but I'm the second best football player in my house. His brother, Sterling Sharp, who played for the Green Bay Packers, was a beast and would have been a Hall of Famer, was temporarily paralyzed. His career ended early. I think he'd only been in the league, about 4 or 5 years.
Yeah,
and
somewhere
it was a
around.
game. I remember I was watching that game in real time, and he was temporarily paralyzed. He kind of fell on his neck or got tackled, and he laid out on the field. He was temporarily paralyzed. Fortunately, he got the feeling in all of his extremities, but he was forced to retire. So Shannon said that triggered him because it made him think about when he saw his brother motionless laying on the field. not knowing what was going to happen, if his brother was going to get up and ever walk again or even live. So
Right.
Skip was trying to go back, and so basically, Shannon said, "Let's go, Jenny." So he basically told the host, "Let's move back on." He
Yeah.
just shut it down and said, like, "Let's go on." So I don't know if you got a chance to. And the video's been anyway. I don't know. Did you get a chance to see any of that or hear any of that story?
I saw clips and I read about the tweet. And when I said, there you go, that's the attitude of some about these mostly African-American gladiators on the field. You know, one goes down, next man up, let's keep it going. And I get it, but there's exceptions to that rule. When somebody literally is momentarily clinically dead on the field, all bets are off. We're not going to talk about continuing the game or anything. Now it's a human being. If you saw a human being hit by a car who was laying in the street, you don't keep driving and run him over. You stop and you call the police. You don't keep playing and run him over and try to forget that a guy died on the field and keep playing. It was just stupid, but it's just how ingrained it is in our head that these guys aren't real people, that they're just machines that keep going and going. Every machine breaks. Every machine has a rare problem. And even in their great physical condition and all that, sometimes strange things happen. I wish I had more time to be with you the whole half hour. But
I know you got to run. Tell
got
everybody
people
where they
chasing
can
me
follow
down
you on
now.
social media. Check your calendar. If you're available Friday, I want to bring you back with Chris and have an extended conversation. We can really take a deep dive.
Great.
Let everybody know where they can follow you on social media.
Oh man, I'm old school. You can follow me on Facebook. I'm just Eric Clemens. You can follow me on Twitter. Let's see, I don't use it a whole lot, but I'm there on Twitter as well at 7501 Instagram. Eric Clemens, my name again. I'm not hiding, so easy.
And he's got a great documentary about not just Hank Aaron, but really about Mobile, Alabama, where Hank Aaron and a lot of great Billy Williams Hall of Famers, black baseball players came from. So check out, download, check it out now. Tell everybody real quick about the documentary and where they can go and watch it right now. Download it.
It's on Google Play, and it's from tops to the top, a slice of the Mobile baseball story. And back in the day, they used to play a game. Those from you from the South, Birmingham and below, know all about it. Tops. That's all I'm gonna say. Find out what Tops was, but it seems like that game developed some of the greatest hitters we'll ever see.
Eric,
and I'll probably see you Friday. I got to check the calendar and move some things around, but I'll be back with you on Friday.
All right. Love and respect, brother. Happy New Year to you. I appreciate
Same to you. All right now.
That's my family right there. Eric Clemens. He's a good dude. Super talented brother, too. I want to thank him for coming on. Listen, thank you for letting me be a part of your life. As always, God bless each and every one of you, and especially you. And God, most of all, thank you for letting me do the Geno Jones Show. I come to you live Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 6:30, 5:30 p.m. in Chicago, 3:30 p.m. out in Los Angeles. Subscribe, share, like, and binge watch all my back episodes. Subscribe right now to everybody, or as Nelly would say, everybody you know, to subscribe to the Geno Jones Show. Shout out to my man Groove Master Dre. Happy New Year, my brother. And thanks to everybody who is watching me live. And if you're not watching me live, you're watching me, I appreciate it. That means that you're watching me when you get time. And you got a minute right now, whatever. You don't want to look at TV. There's nothing on television. You're tired of seeing about the Republicans in the House of Representatives basically self-imploding and just like a bunch of kids in a sandlot that just can't get along. That's a whole different conversation. We'll have that conversation on another show. The Geno Jones Show. I'm here for you. All right? Check out tonight if you missed it. Or if you missed some of this show, you can go back and watch it, the whole thing. And you can check out yesterday's show, too. This is show number 2 for a brand new year. Shout out to Mr. Markel Bailey. He is the official barber and hairstylist for the Geno Jones Show, CEO of Designer Cuts, Goose Creek, South Carolina, part of the Charleston, South Carolina metro area. You can check him out on Instagram. Designer Cuts Kel be cutting up. That's KELBECUTTINUP, because Kel, them clippers, them scissors, Kel be cutting up. Allie Jones is the drip director. She is the official wardrobe consultant and stylist. So as the kids say, you drip, your fashion is your drip. The drip is spectacular. So check Allie Jones out on Instagram as the official wardrobe consultant and stylist for the show. She is LX.NCL underscores that little dash that you'll see down below, off to the right. So L like Lexi, X like extra, dot N like Nanette, C like Charlie, L like Lexi underscore. Also Bruce Gage, wardrobe consultant and stylist for the Geno Jones Show, the Mario Uomo collection. You can check out his personal line, Mario Uomo Fashions. His fashions, his gear, his drip, it's always like a year and a half to 2 years. What you see on his Instagram page, you'll see like in Macy's and all these other like high fashion stores in about a year and a half. At least a year and a half, maybe 2 years. So check Bruce Gage out, the Mario Uomo collection, the Fly Ball collection. So a Fly Ball is a line of sportswear, like jackets, like baseball varsity jackets. Also, he's got ties, he's got sweaters, he's got caps, and a lot more. It is one of the few officially licensed vendors, he is, to carry the official Negro League baseball gear. Sweaters, ties, they have ties now, t-shirts, caps, like I said, baseball varsity jackets. So check him out, Miglio Di Mario Uomo. That's MIGLIODIMARIOUOMO. Miglio Di Mario Uomo. Let me shout out some young people here. I do a segment on my radio show, Geno's Academic All-Stars. So I'm going to start doing it here. I've already started. Any student from kindergartners to seniors in high school with an A average, I want to recognize you. I want to salute you. I want to shout you out. I want to shine a light on them. Boom, ba-dum, boom. There's a song called Shine a Light on Them. It's like a birthday song, all right? Shine a light on them. It's like Will Tracks. Shine a light on them. Boom, boom, ba-dum, boom. Shine a light on them. Boom, boom, ba-dum, boom. Shine a light on them. I want to shine a light on these students for their success in school. So you can just send me. You can go to start997.com. Go to the Geno's Academic All-Star page, click on this link, upload the report card, or you can email it to me. Those who watch the show, who are watching my TV show right here, you can email it, genojonesshow@gmail. So send me the report card, either upload it on the station's website or email it to my Gmail, Geno Jones Show Gmail. So email it to me, give me the student's name, give me their date of birth, give me a contact phone number, give me a mailing address, because I'm working on getting prizes that we can send out in the mail, or we've got some other things in mind. And give me one short sentence on the student. You got it? You got that. Okay. Oh, I don't have to click on that. I can deal with that later. All right, the next live edition of the Geno Jones Show is going to be on Thursday. It's a short week. I love it. Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Once again, I want to thank everybody for watching me live. Once again, shout out to my man Groove Master Dre. Shout out to my mother Mary Dixon and everybody else watching. As always, let me leave you with this. Please pray for peace. And if you believe in the power of prayer, please let's continue to lift Damar Hamlin. Damar Hamlin. DAMARHAMLIN. Pray for Damar Hamlin. He's more than a football player. He's a son. He's a brother. He's a nephew. He's a human. He's got people that love him, including a lot of teammates. Plays for the Buffalo Bills, number 3. He is still fighting for his life in an intensive care unit in Cincinnati, Ohio, in a hospital there. So please pray for this young man and pray for his full recovery. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Until then, I'll holler.
Subscribe and tune in to the next episode of The Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube.